Ground ball.
Naked.
Okay.
Once upon a midnight dreary, when I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. Thank you. Drink! Everybody drink for that!
Tim just shit himself. Everybody.
And we're about 1/12 of the way through the poem.
Okay.
Alright, quiet again. Here we go. As of someone gently rapping at my chamber door, 'tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, 'tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. Sir, said I, or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is that I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door. This I sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. And it goes on. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. Surely, said I, surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then where thereat is, and this my mystery explore. Let me be still a moment and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more.
What's happening here?
Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, nor a minute stopper stayed he, but with mien or lord a lady perched above my chamber door, perched above the bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat there, nothing more. Continuing. Then his ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou, I said, art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on the placid bust spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather then he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And we're about 60% of the way through, so but the raven still beguiling all my fancy into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of the bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. Long stretch. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed, from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he had sent thee, respite and nepenthe from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, Prophet, said I, think of evil. Prophet still, if bird or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore. Tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the dense Aidenn, if shall clasp a sainted maiden with the angels named Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels named Lenore, quoth the raven.
Final paragraph.
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul out from that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore.